Hi, I'm Miss Absad Island, and I'm here to talk to you all. I'm very glad today that I have come here to talk to you, and you'll be finally knowing me. Um, there will be many questions in your mind that why I started this channel. So I'll start off with why. The secondary reason that I started this channel is because I wanted to create an educational platform for many students who will take help from that to upload lots of audiobooks and different analysis on novels, short stories, and poems. But the primary reason that I started this channel is because I really wanted to reach out to you all, to talk to you all about different things which always crosses my mind, and I'm always thoughtful, and I don't get many people around me to talk to about all these topics, and you may be facing the same things. So I thought maybe this is a very good opportunity to get to know you all who are in the same boat with me. So I wanted to really, have that conversations which are rare, difficult to have. So today, my topic is a really absurd one to start with. That is death. Yes, death. Death is one topic which we really don't want to talk about all the time. Birth, we are all happy that a new one came into the world. We are ready to celebrate, but death, we never are. And I know that there are many people who avoid the topic of death and the anxiety associated with that topic. A lot of us go through a trauma of guilt and self criticism after some of our near and dear one passes away, especially our parents. We all become orphan someday in our life, at some point of time in our life. And since childhood, it never crosses our mind that we'll lose our parents someday. Um, so some indulge in the fast race of life, in success and comforts of life, and they surround themselves with people, relatives, and friends, and they forget about the this sort of things which really saddens them, depresses them. uh, After all, we are all mortal beings, uh, and our life has a limited number of years. We should always remember that. Like today I wanted to share my experiences about life, my feelings, and how I fell through those tough times of my life. And I wanted to share with you some things, like some ideas which came into my mind and really helped me to come through this tough time, and to stand on my own feet, and to think about life and death a little differently. So I'll help people out there who are going through the same experience, and they don't have anybody to say their heart's desire, or why their heart is sad, why things are falling apart. So I wanted to be that medium, to act as that medium. I lost both of my parents, and one fine morning when I lost my father, my world fell apart. Time always falls short, and I reflected on the feeling of guilt for over than 3 years. And I could have spent more time with that guilt, but I had to, come out of that at some point of time. I am not saying I'm totally over it, but I somehow recovered myself. And I know there are people who go through the same sort of trauma and depression, um, when they feel that there's nobody to talk to or go to and tell them that dad or mom, I have this problem, please help me out, and stuff. And it's a very difficult stage when you are a growing adult, and things, we are not taught things in schools and colleges, how to deal with real life situations. um, my one suggestion that will be to you, like when I lost my parents, one thing I always thought, that I must have done something wrong, that my parents are taken away from me, or I must have spent some really good moments with them. But when you're growing, you are into your career, choosing your life partner, or starting your life, so we don't get much time to give to our parents. But what they have is only us. we never understand that since until and unless it gets too late. And when it's too late, time just runs out, you know. So that feeling when things just go astray and you don't have anybody to go and run to, you suddenly become an adult. You know, your parents were the umbrella for you for a long time, and suddenly you are becoming an umbrella. The transition period that we go through at this point of time is very difficult, and we can't express those things to each and everybody in our life. Because when we talk to people about the death of parents or brothers or sisters or very close ones, we generally our friends or relatives say it's a very common thing. अरे parents ही तो गए हैं, like मर ही तो गए हैं. Everybody dies, everybody's parents dies. We all become like this at some point of time. You need to take responsibility, you need to stand up on your own feet, be confident, do something in your life. ये कोई बात ही नहीं है. Like it's a very common and casual thing to lose your parents. Like it's just a daily routine sort of expression and impression I get from different people around me. um, but seriously speaking, on a personal level, it's not at all a daily basis thing. So when I first lost somebody, and I went through the whole process of seeing them passing away bit by bit every day, it was traumatic. Believe me, I understood, like, when you die, whatever you achieve throughout your life, may it be money, relationships, love, children, nothing matters. You just leave the world without anything. All the jealousy, hatred, self-importance, selfishness, whatever we have in our life just stays where it is, and we go away. So death is just as true as life, like birth. So, I have heard many videos about spiritual gurus and people who are giving motivation. Some one thing which I really heard and struck me, that there is also gender biasness, and they say that male children go through that trauma each and every day, and they are affected by it more than female children, because female children after a certain age, they don't feel as much suffering like a male child, because male child genetically are more attached to their parents, which I don't know is true or not. You can tell me. But when both of my parents, when they passed away, uh, about a week or so, I had vomiting, I was sick, I was into bed, I had this anxiety feeling into me. I went into depression, and it was really horrible. You can imagine all the bad things that can happen, it happened to me. So I don't think it's a very casual thing, and women don't feel that sort of thing. I felt that really it affects the physical structure of your body, and something really happens which is not good. um, Maybe you can say I was very much attached, all women aren't, or I don't know what gender biasness works behind this, or what exactly is the scientific approach to this thing. If you have any scientific approach, you can tell me. I'll really go through it. But I have had the same feeling of loss. And after that, after I had that, I went through a process of guilt and self criticism and everything. And I thought it's maybe my fault at some time. And I really looked out for them, because whenever I had problem, I used to run and tell my dad and my mom, this happened, that happened, how can I get out of this? And sometimes you really don't need to say anything. You just look at your face and say, okay, तुझको बुखार हुआ है, or oh, you're having some problem or some issues, okay, fine, no problem, we are there, we are always there to hold your hand. And I'm feeling there's nobody now to hold my hand. Nobody is coming and saying those same words, or calling by your nicknames that you are given. So everybody will know you with the same name that is there in your on your Aadhaar card or your voter card, but your nicknames that your parents used to call, you'll miss them throughout your life, which you never thought of when you are young, in the teenage days or the young adult days. So one solution after so many years which really comforted me, or I thought in a different way, I guess it might work for you, that's why I have made this video, is our parents never leave us. Yes, they never leave us. I'm not saying that their atma comes and atma bhatakta hai or something. No. See, we are a product, or you can say we are the manifestation of their love. Okay, so we have the genetic structure of our parents. Since we were a child, they taught us so many things, morals, and how should we think, the culture, the tradition, how we should eat, how we should talk to people, how we should notice people or observe people. All of these basic survival strategies are taught to us by our parents. So we know how to live, how to survive. So your basic subconscious mind is structured by the very paternal or maternal thing that you had, people that you had around you. Maybe it's your uncle or father, mother, or like your mashi, pishi, and sort of those sort of things, or aunties you had. But whatever maternal or paternal impact you had on your mind at a certain point of time leaves a deep mark on you. It shows who you are. So I decided to take responsibility of my life. I decided this because whenever I'm going out and working on something, I'm talking to people, I'm telling them or giving them suggestions, or whenever my personality is seen in the outside world, it leaves a mark on of who I am. It leaves a mark of what upbringing I had. So I leave my parents' watermark on everything I touch upon. So I'll be that big umbrella when I'll have the young ones to cater to and cater to their needs and all. I'll have a basic framework that my parents gave me. I'll try to give that to my young ones, and the process goes on from generation to generation. People do pass away. People have to go, means we are mortal beings, we have to pass away sometime, so we cannot sit and brood over the matter all the time. But the important point is, till you are alive, your parent is alive within you. So never think you're alone, because whenever you're in some problem, just close your eyes and imagine that you're talking to your parents. What suggestion they may have given you, you'll get your answer. Your parents are always with you to guide you. Their thoughts are with you, their mindset, the way they used to think and help you. All those things stays with you forever. And that is the way you will create your own big umbrella to shelter the young ones, the next generation. So never think that death has taken somebody from you. If that person had enough impact on your life, definitely that impact will go on forever. um, so the anxiety, the depression that comes with the death of your parents, it's very natural. It's not that you'll see my video and it will go away in a minute. And I can't say it has been the depression or the sadness whenever I think of them, whenever I have a memory of them, the sadness is there. But whatever the sadness is, now I'm not depressed. I know they are alive within me, and whenever I am touching something, they are with me. So that feeling to have somebody around you all the time, like many people say we have God inside us. Before God, I'll say you have your parents inside you. That is how you're born. So I really like to dedicate my life, this speech, this video, everything. I'm sitting here and talking to you about all this because of my parents, and happy to have them in my life. And if you have any views and comments and feedback, like you have any theories, like you worked it out in a different way maybe, or you think my suggestion will help you in the future, definitely comment in the comment section, give your feedback. If you think that I'm bad, bakwas video hai, then also give a feedback. I'll really am looking forward to your response. I will make videos on different topics which really don't think about a lot in a day-to-day basis, and I'll come up with many more videos where I'll discuss many other things with you. So I really will appreciate a little bit of inspiration from you. If you really like the video, press the like button, and if you really like the channel, subscribe to it. And I'll see you in the next video. Till then, have a nice day and have lots of fun. And I look forward to meeting you in the near future. Thank you. This is here, Miss Apsodailan signing off.